Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator and I will be your host for tonight's replay cast between Can't Create Acronyms and Bloodbath and Beyond. This is a Division C West matchup. We're going to get ready to get into the game here. I just got to set up a couple final things here that I forgot to set up in my rush to get this ready. There we go. Game one was this. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I do not have a tail of the tape for you this evening. Stats of the Storm is not yet updated, and I didn't have time to go through and get all the manual stats, unfortunately. So, we're going to be heading over to the map screen to let you know not a whole lot, unfortunately. This replay is so fresh and so new that I don't even have map ban data. Or do I? I know it doesn't have Heroes of the Storm, Heroes profile data. We're going to check this on the fly, because I may have missed it. I'm going to check this on the fly. Does it actually have it? Oh, it does. So it doesn't have the Heroes profile, but it does have the map bans. I'm going to update those for you right now. Banned out were Hanamura Temple, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire, and Cursed Hollow. So those were there. What's not there is I don't know who picked the maps. I need Heroes profile for that. So I don't know who took us to Volskaya Foundry, but I know what the map bans are. We will go with that. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. So let's bring it back to me. And get ready for game number one. Because I got no draft for you. No other information. Except that Hanamura was banned, and that makes me sad. I got to cast Hanamura last week, and it was awesome. More teams should play it. Because it gets Artanis onto the map, and I need it! Alright, game number one is going to be on Volskaya Foundry. It's Can't Create Acronyms versus Blood, Bath, and Beyond. Here we go. Alrighty. Wraithling is here. We are loading into game number one. On the left in the blue, we have Can't Create Acronyms. It's Arcane playing the Tassadar. Subutai is on the Deckard. BMed is on the Gazlo. Crinitix is on ETC. And Great Potu is on the Junkrat. On the right in the red, we have Blood, Bath, and Beyond, with Wraithling playing the Muradin. Punk Arcade Pirate is on the Li Ming. Rackham is playing Anduin. Souza's on the Sylvanas, and Captain Roberts is on the Diva. Here we go. Volskaya Foundry is underway. Taking a look at the level 1 quest. Tassadar going to be looking to stack up those queues on level 1. Junkrat getting the Mind Quest, or the Mind Talent on 1. And no other ETC still thinking about it. Rotating around the map here is Can't Create Acronyms. Making sure that there's no Sylvanas cheese coming on through. But Crinitix still holding that level 1 pick, seeing what they want to go into on that ETC. Right now, Junkrat and Diva battling it out there in the top lane, while Gazlo soloing the bottom lane for now. BMed down there all alone. ETC is going to pick up Prog Rock on level 1, so it's going to be looking for those globes. Crinitix moving around the mid lane, trying to interrupt the rotations. Pretty difficult to interrupt a Diva, though. Not much to... can't really dismount the mech pilot. So we'll go ahead and head on back. And the rotations will start. Gazlo on top of that turret camp on the right at the 1 minute mark. Looks like Great Potu is going to handle the bottom lane for now, while the rest of the rotation continues. Looks pretty even on experience so far. So it looks like Can't Create Acronyms is a little bit ahead on these rotations. Definitely starting up that turret camp first. The wave clear of Tassadar and Deckard can definitely be a big help here. Taking a look at the wave clear of Bloodbath and Beyond, without Sylvanas, it's a little bit limited, as we now see D.Va has moved down to the bottom lane to start dealing with Gazlowe. Li Ming's wave clear is nothing really to write home about. Muradin, a little bit lacking in that department, as well as Anduin. And with Souza working on that turret camp, red team definitely a little bit behind on these rotations. But they're keeping up with the experience, splitting through these lanes. They're not commanding the rotations, but they're not missing any globes. That's really all that needs to be said about the early game here. Nice job by Pirate to throw those orbs over the wall. Is going for that Triumvirate on level 4. So those max range orbs will reset. Interesting to see the Gazlowe D.Va matchup here in the bottom lane. The two reworked heroes that have been, I believe this is week 2 of these heroes being available. So not brand new, but still pretty new here to the NGS. Control point unlocking in about 20 seconds here. Looks like we've got Souza working on the solo siege camp on the right-hand side. Left-hand side siege camp has already been picked up and pushing down the top lane. We'll see if Can't Create Acronyms wants to push into this top fort. It looks like they're just going to keep up with the rotation as the control point unlocks. This is going to give the opportunity for Bloodbath and Beyond to clear away that siege camp and then cap their own. So we'll see what sort of work Can't Create Acronyms can do on this point before they have to move up to the top lane. So this is where the wave clear is going to really start to be a problem for Bloodbath and Beyond. It's taken them a while to clear away that siege camp. They finally do, and now they're going to come on down and fight over this point. Captain Roberts coming up from the bottom lane. So far, Bloodbath and Beyond, looks like they're going to have a little bit of a period of time where they're level 7 and Can't Create Acronyms is not. Arcane trying to clear that mid lane to find level 7, and there they go. Even Talontiers here. Blue getting 68% on the objective. Bloodbath and Beyond takes it over, and this is where Can't Create Acronyms is going to have to move up to the top lane and start clearing away this camp. Excuse me, need some water. All of a sudden became very, very parched. Can't Create Acronyms actually taking the opportunity to jump onto this heal camp, interestingly enough. Only at 50% is the objective. It looks like the turret is going to be stolen away by Bloodbath and Beyond. So a bit of a value trade there. BMed's going to move on to this point, so Can't Create Acronyms will have an opportunity to move up. They're going to plop down the heal camp and try to push forward here. Arcane on the edges. There's the D.Va Bomb to try to create some space. Will that be enough? Not quite. They're going to get the 99%, but they are contested. Crinitech's moving on to the point. A lot of low members there on the side of Can't Create Acronyms. Captain Roberts trying to escape, as well as Souza dipping below 200 health there. But Subutai, with those Deckard potions, keeping everyone nice and healthy, or at least away from death. Crinitex manages to slide through Captain Roberts, getting blown away by that Junkrat mine to safety for the meantime. Wraithling is saved by Rackham, but no one dead. Rackham keeping everyone alive with those big Anduin heals. They're going to have an opportunity to tap up and try to move back onto this point. Doesn't look like they have any of their turrets left. Souza and Captain Roberts are going ahead and starting this turret camp, but at 90% on the objective, I don't think they have time to move back in here. Rackham is moving across. Wraithling, manages to get a toe on just in time here, and Bloodbath and Beyond are going to fight over this point. There's a lot of zoning tools here for Can't Create Acronyms, pushing everyone off the point, but so far, Wraithling managing to keep a toe on here. Captain Roberts blown away by the Junkrat Bomb once again, using the boosters to move back up. ETC gets blown away by Li Ming. Gazlowe's going to be next. There goes Junkrat. Li Ming killed in response, but it is going to be Bloodbath and Beyond picking up the first protector of the game. Very, very close fight. A lot of low members on both sides, but it was Can't Create Acronyms who fell first. Li Ming starting to pop off there and turning that fight. Looks like Bloodbath and Beyond going to take the standard approach of moving towards the top lane, softening that up, and getting ready for Control Point B. Level 10s are here for Bloodbath and Beyond. We do see the micro missiles coming out for D.Va. Wailing Arrow, Wave of Force, Light Bomb, and Avatar coming out for the Murden. Crinitix getting a big slide onto Souza. There's the follow-up Tassadar wall, but the Haunting Wave is good. Souza gonna try to escape from Arcane, and will do so. Very nicely juked. Meanwhile, Gazlo getting D.Va out of the mech there in the bottom lane. Looks like the Protector getting all the value you can expect, getting the wall, getting the well, and gonna start moving on back here to safety. Can't Create Acronyms has reached level 10 as well. We've got the Black Hole, we've got the Gravel Bomb, Stay a While and Listen, the Riptire from Junkrat, and the Mosh Pit. So we're going for a big Wombo combo with all of those grouping up and stunning abilities. Bloodbath and Beyond is going to have to watch out for their spread, make sure they're not caught in those big circle ults from Can't Create Acronyms. Souza pumping up the wave clear. Look at that unstable poison. Just blowing everybody up. Or blowing all the minions up, I should say. Both teams back in their rotations between top and mid, keeping an eye on that heal camp. Looks like Gazlo is working on the left side turret. The turrets are now a little bit off rotation here, since the steal by Bloodbath and Beyond in the early game. So Gazlo's going to pick that up, but D.Va is just sort of pushing down this wall for free in mech form, or in pilot form, I should say. Oh, the stun is good! The follow-up stun, and D.Va has taken out a little bit of overkill there, but they managed to find the kill onto D.Va. Great interrupts, and that's going to cause a definite map pressure issue for Bloodbath and Beyond as B-Med moving in for the camp invade. The Gravel Bomb comes out. They're looking for their partial combo. Rackham going to try to get away here. Anduin taking out Murden goes down as well, and Can't Create Acronyms gets the successful turret camp invasion. Meanwhile, Souza on the Sylvanas managed to solo cap the siege camp in the top lane once again. Can't Create Acronyms is going to use this player advantage to take the heal camp and prepare for control point B. B-Men moving on up to the top lane here. Trying to get those turrets set up ahead of time, get that camp clear up and running. Captain Roberts is back on the field. Heal camp has been picked up by the blue team. They're going to start moving around the map. Currently all 5 in the top lane. They do have a bit of an experience advantage so far, but they aren't able to stop the free wall being taken in the mid lane here by Bloodbath and Beyond. It looks like these teams are just going to go ahead and continue their rotations. They're back to 5v5. B-Med going to go ahead and start up the left side siege camp for Can't Create Acronyms. Punk just sitting in the camp, or in the vent, ready to try to interrupt some rotations, getting the full combo onto Crinitix. Putting out some big damage there, actually. Very nicely done. Control point B is unlocking in 25 seconds here. Great Putu trying to clear the way for this siege camp. Wraithling's looking for a pick, though. Finds the stun onto ETC. Souza trying to get some damage. The D.Va Bomb is out, but it looks like Can't Create Acronyms is going to get on the left side of it and get away from the engaging members of Bloodbath and Beyond. Right now, Gazlo in the bottom lane is getting some free push, but that means they do not have Gazlo here for the defense. There's the big Stay a While and Listen. The Black Hole follow-up is there. But so far, the members of Bloodbath and Beyond are very healthy. Souza keeping that fort turned off with the trait of Sylvanas. Haunting Wave moving back. Oh, there's the huge kill there. Triple kill by Junkrat. The Black Hole caught 3. And I believe that was the Riptire getting the triple kill. Can't Create Acronyms. Showing that it's not just a one-time combo. They can split that up and still get the kills. Very nicely done. We're going to see Crinitix holding down the point. B-Med and Sabutai trying to get some extra damage onto this fort wall. Arcane just trying to keep up with the wave clear. D.Va and Li Ming going to grab this turret camp while Sylvanas and Anduin respawn back in the base. Looks like control point B is being conceded here by Bloodbath and Beyond. Looks like I may have spoken too soon. Here they come. Level 16 is about to be here for Can't Create Acronyms, though. This could be an ill-timed engage. 90% on the objective, and it looks like they will walk away. Wraithling and Punk RK Pirate going to go ahead and steal this turret camp on the left-hand side as Can't Create Acronyms picks up the second protector of the game. Looks like they're going to start with the top lane here. They're going to be able to probably take out this fort pretty much for free, but we'll see how much further they can go. Right now, with a huge counter push here as Bloodbath and Beyond, they're committing 3 to the mid fort. Captain Roberts and Rackham just keeping the members of Can't Create Acronyms busy here in the top lane. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and push down this top lane keep wall, so not moving down to the bottom lane as most teams do. They're just going to try to get value here in the top lane. Protector still has 45 seconds on it, still at half health. We'll see what they can do. They're already starting to put damage onto this keep, but the Protector is now starting to be forced back. The members of Bloodbath and Beyond Hearth and are now here for the defense. Captain Roberts with that moving diva damage, just poking away here at the Protector. Meanwhile, BMed in the bottom lane, just getting some extra experience here for the blue team. Protector throwing out some abilities onto this mid wall before it breaks apart here. There it goes. Anduin goes for the root, but it will not connect. Deckard throws out the root in response. Now these teams are going to reset. Looks like there may be a gank attempt here as the teams cross the midline. Souza, maintaining some presence, is going to start to back off. Can't Create Acronyms is now controlling this middle space. BMed coming around the outside, tries for the Gravel Bomb combo, but doesn't hit anybody. Manages to avoid the Stormbolt from Wraithling. And will this engage continue? Souza is looking to move in here. I Can't Create Acronyms successfully disengage. And they're going to start moving back. That's a Gravel Bomb down on the side of Can't Create Acronyms. They've still got a lot of their combo left. They've got the Mosh, they've got the Black Hole, they've got the Riptire. So Bloodbath and Beyond still definitely has to be careful of the engage here. Heal camp is taken by Bloodbath and Beyond. That's Can't Create Acronyms picking up the siege camp on the left-hand side. BMed rotating safely as the rest of Bloodbath and Beyond moves down to the bottom lane. Crinetix forcing Wraithling back, and they're going for a pretty aggressive turret camp steal here. Diva's on top of the siege camp, is going to start to move down. Subutai and BMed are kind of trapped here. There's the stay a while, but it's quickly interrupted. The Gravel Bomb comes out once again. Crinetix with the slide through gets the 3 into the mosh pit. Anduin going to go down. The ETC falls, Deckard falls. There goes Gazlo, that's 3 dead. Bloodbath and Beyond wipes up the Tassadar. Great Putu trying to escape with those Ripper Airs. I think Junkrat's going to make it out of there, but that's a 4-for-1 trade for Bloodbath and Beyond. Can't Create Acronyms playing very, very aggressively, going for the big camp steal, but they end up getting a little bit split. Ooh, a nice little juke there by Great Putu, moving right over the fort, but Souza with that Black Arrow trait will pick up this top fort. While the rest of Bloodbath and Beyond is going to split around the map a little bit here. Wraithling and Punk RK Pirate taking this bottom fort while Diva returns to the siege camp here on the top right. Just trying to paint the map red now. They've got a huge map advantage. They're just going to go ahead and pick up all the turrets, all the camps, and grab all the buildings that they can. That's only keeps remaining for Can't Create Acronyms. All the members of Can't Create Acronyms are back on the field. Bloodbath and Beyond moving over to the right side turret camp. They have found level 20. Still a level away from 20 here is Can't Create Acronyms. We'll see if Bloodbath and Beyond can take advantage of this level lead as we see Control Point C is about to unlock in the bottom lane.
Access terminal online. Secure it to activate.
They've got a huge advantage in the wave clear, or in the map department, having their fort still standing, while Can't Create Acronyms does not still have their fort. Right now, Can't Create Acronyms is trying to come down here for the defense as only Diva staying on the point. Subutai roots 3, but could be in trouble here. Deckard Cain is chased out and killed by Souza. Meanwhile, the siege continues. Those big Li Ming hits are landing onto this keep wall. Are the Black Arrows out? I think the Black Arrow cooldown may be available here from Souza as the keep wall is down. And with Decker down, this is going to be a very difficult defense here for Can't Create Acronyms. Wraithling gets the stun onto Arcane. There's the big bomb. But the save onto Wraithling is good. The black hole is going to whiff here. Sylvanas with the Haunting Wave manages to escape but does not convert the kill onto Great Putu. Junkrat is going to have to go back to base and heal up because Deckard is not on the field to throw out those potions for Junkrat. Now getting healed up by Rackham. The rest of Bloodbath and Beyond are going to move forward. Arcane is pushed in by the Wave of Force. There's the Light Bomb counter to the ETC Mosh Pit. Crinitix is going to start walking away. Wraithling somehow still alive with that extra shielding on level 20. And here's the Protector. Diva managing to pick up the objective and move it onto this bottom keep. The full defense is here. Subutai is back on the field. There's the Black Arrows to turn off the keep, and this structure is gone. Wraithling and Souza a little bit low. Rackham's starting to run low on mana. This push could be difficult. Can't Create Acronyms is putting up a defense, and it looks like the Protector is going to start to back off. Souza trying to Hearth on out of there, will not be interrupted. And this Protector manages to get the bottom keep, but it won't get much else here. Wraithling keeping up the peels. BMAD coming around the outside though. Wraithling manages to get the mount, is dismounted by the turret of BMAD. But with this fort wall still here, the rest of Bloodbath and Beyond are going to get away. So now with a big structure advantage, 5-2, they're going to have lane pressure throughout the rest of the game here as we see Souza just destroying those waves. Can't Create Acronyms is starting to rotate though. Souza is back on the mount and moving around the right side of the map. Looks like Can't Create Acronyms is trying to stay off vision for now. Great Putu going to go ahead and clear that top lane. The rest of Bloodbath and Beyond
Now we'll make adjustments.
had abandoned the Protector. It's finally expired. Wraithling runs into two. There's the big gravel bomb catching the tank, but the save from Rackham is there. Souza right in the backline with the quad silence. Punk Arcade Pyro trying to poke in from the edges. There's the black hole coming out from Arcane, but Li Ming is throwing in huge damage from the flanks. Arcane trying to get away there. Deckard Cain is going to be the first to fall. The Mosh onto two lands, but is quickly interrupted. Tassadar is going to go down. Wraithling somehow still alive here, trying to chase out Crinitix. Gazla will be the next to fall, and Souza's on a kill spree, picking up the triple kill for Bloodbath and Beyond. Bottom lane is very, very pushed in. Two catapults are here, and it looks like Bloodbath and Beyond aren't going to wait. They're going to go in for the kill here. Wraithling moves up onto Great Putu, popping those trait grenades. Captain Roberts is on the chase as well, and it looks like Bloodbath and Beyond are going to start moving onto this core. Rackham has the heal camp, going to go ahead and put that down. The turret from Captain Roberts is out as well. Still 20 seconds till Deckard and Tassadar are back on the field. Crinitix trying their best to interrupt this push, but the core shielding is gone. And it looks like it's going to be Bloodbath and Beyond pushing down and taking game number one. 50% on the core. Souza actually being chased away by Great Putu and Crinitix. But there goes Junkrat, the light bomb on the core, and that will be it. Bloodbath and Beyond pick up the first blood in this series. GG. All right, welcome back. This is a replay cast between Can't Create Acronyms and Bloodbath and Beyond. Bloodbath and Beyond taking the first game there on Volskaya Foundry, up 1-0 in this series. So let's go over to the map screen and let you know what the situation is here for game number 2. Hanamura Temple, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire, and Cursed Hollow were banned out for this series. Bloodbath and Beyond taking the victory on Volskaya Foundry, and thanks to the chat, it was Can't Create Acronyms that chose Braxis Holdout here for game number 2. Lovely, lovely stuff. Alright, and that's all you need to know. I got the replay fired up. Let's get into it. Game number 2, Can't Create Acronyms versus Bloodbath and Beyond. Here we go. Alrighty, loading on in. On the left, in the blue, can't create acronyms with Crinetics on the Mei. Great Putu is playing Jaina. Sabutai on the Ana. BMed is playing the Thrall. And Arcane is on the Imperius. On the right, in the red, we have Bloodbath and Beyond. Captain Roberts is on the Muradin this time. Rackham is playing Anduin. Punk Arcade Pirate on the Kael'thas. Souza is on the Sylvanas, and Wraithling is playing Rexar.
Gates open.
And it looks like we've got some cheese in the top lane. Sylvanas comp going to be rushing down this top wall. Arcane's going to see it coming. But here we go. The black arrows are out, and the top tower is being sieged down. Can't create acronyms. They were thinking about coming up, and now it looks like they're going to have a push of their own. Arcane taking a little bit of poke damage here. Has to tap the well. And now the well is the target for Bloodbath and Beyond. They're just going to go ahead and poke that down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Can't Create Acronyms is trying to contest with Wraithling on this Rexar. With Misha going down, they're definitely going to have an easier time with this push. Well taken out in the top lane, and it looks like the push is going to continue. Bloodbath and Beyond picking up the second tower here. Meanwhile, Can't Create Acronyms is still working on it. They do not have the minion wave. Misha back on the field is going to make this a little bit more difficult. They're going to get the wave clear. They're going to keep up. And wow, look at this. Bloodbath and Beyond is continuing on here. There's not a whole lot Arcane can do. Souza flying right over there, trying to pick up the kill onto the Angel of Valor. And look at this. The top fort finally, or I shouldn't say finally, now Can't Create Acronyms is going to respond. Susie warping over the wall with that Haunting Wave. They do manage to save the fort, but it's just got a sneeze left. Great Putu with that wave clear in the bottom lane, holding things down for now. And it looks like now we're going to see Bloodbath and Beyond execute the switch, with Rexar, Wraithling coming up to the top lane, and the rest of the squad heading on down. Rexar going to be fending away Imperius on this top point. Looks like Arcane is winning the battle for the point for now. There's a big sleep on the 2 from Sabutai. Captain Roberts could be in a little bit of trouble here, getting slowed down by Crinetics. But Muradin will manage to get away. And it is Can't Create Acronyms that is controlling the points for now. Very nicely done. It's really difficult to get a Rexar off this point, but Arcane is doing a great job of keeping up the contest. And down here in the bottom lane, ooh, BMed gonna have to be careful using the Wind Fury to walk away. There's the stun onto Rackham. Crinetics putting out some big damage. Gonna try to get away here. Pops the trait, doesn't get a whole lot of healing as the shield is burst down. And the poison of Sylvanas taking out Mei. Arcane taking out Misha in the top lane and maintaining control over that point. Wow. I'm not used to seeing an Imperius do so well against Rexar in the top lane. Very, very nice. Misha taken out. Arcane gonna try to move back onto the point, but it looks like once Rexar gets onto this point, it's very difficult to get them off the point. There is the Gladiator's Medallion forced out from Captain Roberts. So Can't Create Acronyms with 90% on this objective are going to maintain control of this bottom pad. BMed in a bit of trouble here, gets caught out by the members of Bloodbath and Beyond. Ooh. Saved by the heals of Sabutai. And we're going to start to see Red Team channeling this objective. Rexar has already moved up, gets the final hit onto this fort. Arcane going to try to move back onto the point while the rest of Bloodbath and Beyond looking for Crinetics. But Mei ices away. And the push is going to continue here in the bottom lane. Thrall coming on down. Was thinking about going up to help versus that Rexar, but has to come on down to help this defense. There's the root onto Kael'thas, but Punk Arcade Pirate manages to squeeze away. Checking in on the top lane, Arcane trying to put some damage onto Rexar's body. Getting a lot of work done versus Misha as well, forcing Wraithling to burn a lot of that mana on bear healing. BMed rotating through the mid, looking for a possible gank situation onto Wraithling. But staying off the map for now, Arcane has to move back, does not have any minion support at all. While the push with Sylvanas continues down here in the bottom lane. Captain Roberts looking for the stun, manages to catch a minion. Checking in on the top lane, it looks like it's going to be B-Med taking up the cause versus Wraithling while Imperius tries to clear that lane. Neither Imperius nor Thrall have particularly impressive wave clear, so it's going to take them a while to catch up that lane. Mei popping the Unstoppable to get away from the incoming damage, but there's the trait of Sylvanas once again, and this fort is being slowly whittled down by the damage coming out from Kael'thas. Oh, the root follow-up and the stun. Kael'thas is in a lot of trouble. Rackham throws out the Leap of Faith, but it's not going to be enough. Kael'thas falls, and Can't Create Acronyms is going to move onto this bottom pad. Arcane is on the chase trying to push Wraithling back, gets Misha off the point, and this could be an objective going the way of Can't Create Acronyms based on that bottom lane play. 96, 98, and there it is. It's going to be a blue 100% web weaver. I always call it a web weaver wave. 100% Zerg wave versus the 68% red wave. Going to be pushing down the bottom lane here. Crinetix moving on back to get some mana, leaving Jaina and Thrall to clear away this big minion wave. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Captain Roberts and Punk Arcade Pirate clearing away the Zerg wave. Arcane trying to poke on in, Rackham moving up along with Wraithling. Imperius managing to mount up and get on out of there. Bottom fort will be taken out by the wave. Souza poking in the edges, seeing where they can go. Top wave is basically taken out as it takes out the fort wall. Overall, pretty even so far. In terms of experience, if we check in over there, even on minions, a little bit ahead on heroes here is Can't Create Acronyms. But down 2 structures now, that passive experience is going to start to add up for Bloodbath and Beyond. Red team coming off a very quick start. Arcane gets the stab, Rackham with the save to make sure that the... What was it? Oh, it was Consuming Flame on one. I thought it was going to be the percent damage on autos. Coming in from Arcane. It was not. I was incorrect. The rest of Bloodbath and Beyond going to go ahead and pick up the siege camp, or the bruiser camp on the right. B-Med's in some trouble here. Manages to avoid the root coming out from Anduin. Otherwise, that was a pretty successful CC chain and almost led to a pick there in the middle lane. Bruiser camp has been picked up. And now they're going to be surging across the map here. Can they get onto this point? Misha gets rooted. They don't manage to get onto the point, but they might find B-Med. That's a ton of damage coming out onto Thrall. And Thrall will go down. Bloodbath and Beyond playing very, very aggressively here on Braxis Holdout. Going to clear away this camp, and now they're going to go for the next invasion. Wraithling moving on to this bruiser camp on the top left. Thrall still down for another 5 seconds here. Can't Create Acronyms. It's kind of locked into their base right now. They don't have access through the top lane. Bottom lane is going to start pushing with the first bruiser camp. And Bloodbath and Beyond are starting to take control here. Here comes Misha looking for the Jaina stun. Will not find it. Level 10s are here for Bloodbath and Beyond. It's going to be the Light Bomb. It's going to be the Wailing Arrow. Phoenix, the Avatar coming out, and Rexar still holding that pick. It is the Unleash the Boars, so we're going to see the big slow coming on out during these team fights. Level 10s have arrived for Can't Create Acronyms as well. It's going to be the Nano Boost, the Avalanche, Ring of Frost coming out from Jaina, Earthquake from Thrall, and Imperius. Probably Angelic Armaments. There it is, Angelic Armaments coming in for the Imperius. And lane pressure is extreme here for Bloodbath and Beyond. They're on both keep walls simultaneously. Captain Roberts throws out the Stormbolt and catches Arcane there in the vent. But the pads have lit up. Red team is going to be claiming the bottom point and catching B-Med on the rotation here. The stun train is good. Subutai trying to get the save, but Thrall is going to go down. Captain Roberts sent into the backline. Great Putu putting out tons of chill damage onto Muradin. Is it going to be enough? Ana going to go down in response. Souza's just having a field day out there. Uses the Haunting Wave to get away. Jaina will go down next. Mei is to follow, and that's 4 kills for Bloodbath and Beyond. See what they can do with this player advantage. Thrall already back onto the field. Rexar's moved to the top lane to try to get some progress. Oh, there's the big stab followed up by the root. Can they get Souza? B-Med is on the chase. One more auto. Oh, down to 11 health. Cannot convert the kill onto Sylvanas. Subutai throwing out the big heals, keeping Thrall alive from the counter kill. But that's enough for Can't Create Acronyms to push back Bloodbath and Beyond here. Rexar trying to solo this boss. Misha ends up paying the price. Wraithling's going to have to move back. B-Med just scouting things out. There's the follow-up stun onto Mei, popping the Unstoppable and healing right back up to full. And we're going to see Can't Create Acronyms now start some progress on their Zerg wave. Red is up to 76%. Probably looking for level 13 here. Here's the rotation from Can't Create Acronyms. Souza trying to get away from the root of Thrall, the stab of Arcane. And there's the damage. Angelic Armaments is out. That's a lot of damage onto Captain Roberts. Leaps away, nullifying the Light Bomb. B-Med moving around the edges, just poking in with that lightning. Arcane is going to go down first. The counter kill is good onto Captain Roberts. Nisha's next to fall. Oh, rooted in the Ring of Frost and sent straight into the backline. There goes Sylvanas. There goes Anduin. Wraithling's going to be next. And Can't Create Acronyms goes 4 for 1. And they're going to pick up this next Zerg wave. Grabbing the boss in the meantime. They're going to get a super push here. I'm not sure whether boss goes top or bottom here. Guess we'll see once it's taken. Meanwhile, top wave, they've got the Hellbat camp and they've got a pretty healthy Zerg wave to be pushing down the top lane. Bloodbath and Beyond is back on the field. The boss will be headed to the bottom lane. Can't Create Acronyms, has to move back for the defense though. So this Zerg wave will be unattended. Punk RK Pirate is here for the clear. I still expect this fort to go down. The boss is at 100% health and is wailing away. Although it's going to be close. There it is. The boss keys on, and that's going to be a dead fort. Checking in on the top lane. Looks like the keep will be saved here, as the entirety of Can't Create Acronyms had to be back for that defense, or else that keep was absolutely going down. Fort almost saved, but goes down to the final shots of the boss. Level 13 is here for both times. For both teams. And another possible camp invasion coming in here for Bloodbath and Beyond. Shh. Shh, don't let them know you're there. Crinitix is in the bush. Crinitix sees Wraithling. Here comes Misha around the outside. Discovers Crinitix in the bush! There's the Earthquake. Oh, a bit of a premature Earthquake there from B-Med. They're looking for the kill onto Misha, thinking that the rest of the team was coming in, but they are outside of Earthquake range. Meanwhile, Crinitix is discovered by Captain Roberts. Misha is going to go down. This is an opportunity for Can't Create Acronyms to engage. There is the Phoenix to try to ward away the blue team members, and Captain Roberts isn't done. Oh, Souza is caught in the Ring of Frost, but it's going to be Jaina and Anna going down here. Can't Create Acronyms almost turning that into a great engage, but ultimately the health bar is just too high on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond, and they're going to be pushing down the bottom lane. Souza getting the double warp, may have gone in a little too aggressively, almost going down there. But the push continues down in the bottom lane. Arcane taking big damage from Souza on the outside. Sylvanas continues the chase. Arcane will get away. Now it's B-Med's turn to try to move up. Gets caught by a bit of that Kael'thas damage. Souza on the chase once again. And Can't Create Acronyms is knowing exactly where they can and cannot go. Staying in just long enough to push back the members of Bloodbath and Beyond. Meanwhile, Can't Create Acronyms camp is getting some work done there in the top lane. The rest of Bloodbath and Beyond is going to move on to their own bruiser camp, while we see Can't Create Acronyms trying to even out this bottom lane. Beacon's coming up in 20 seconds. Checking in on the experience. A little over 1,000 ahead on the hero kills is Bloodbath and Beyond. Very much behind on the minions, but you see that passive experience from the early game getting up to almost 5,000 ahead is what's keeping Bloodbath and Beyond in this game experience-wise.
The beacons are now online.
B-Med controlling the flank. Here comes Souza. Is Thrall going to commit? No, is discovered by Captain Roberts. The peeling Feral Wolf is out. Rexar's in the top lane. This could be an opportunity here for Can't Create Acronyms. B-Med going in. starting to get some damage moving into the backline. There is the Earthquake, countered by the Light Bomb. Ring of Frost is out, catches Muradin. It's going to be Anduin going down first. Souza trying to warp away as much as possible, but Sylvanas is going down. Thrall killed in response, but Muradin now down. Wraithling trying to get the kill onto Crinitix, icing right in there. Crinitix popping the Avalanche, pushing away Misha. And it looks like Punk Arcade Pirate and Wraithling are going to get away. It's a 3-for-1 for Can't Create Acronyms. But checking in on those lanes, this Hellbat camp is doing huge work. This keep is at minus 20 armor, and it's going to go down to this minion wave. The bottom wave, this Bruiser camp is about to be taken out by the minions, but this keep is gone. Wraithling holding this bottom point, dancing around the map here. Arcane coming in, trying to put some damage onto Wraithling. Punk Arcade Pirate is back, putting Arcane down to half health, but Subutai is there for the support. And now both teams are back on the field, both teams on even experience at level 16. Misha finds the rest of Can't Create Acronyms and will go down. There's the Phoenix to push back the members of CCS4. And we're going to see Red controlling the beacons for now. Crinitix is looking for an engage here. Has to pop the Unstoppable. Gets the big slow, looking to bump Souza back in. Oh, the Unstoppable from Sylvanas. There goes the Boars, getting the slow onto the members of Can't Create Acronyms. It's a lot of ults gone there on the side of blue. Captain Roberts looking for BMed and Crinitix. Oh, that's a lot of Kael'thas damage. The ring is out, it catches Misha. Souza is on the chase. BMed is... The Punk Arcade's stun connects as I lose my words for a minute there. Can't Create Acronyms thinking about turning this thing around. BMed's going to have to be careful. There's the Avalanche taking away Muradin and Sylvanas. Thrall's going to go down, but the response kill onto Sylvanas. We're in a 4v4 now. Arcane right on top of Punk Arcade Pirate, eliminating that Arcane barrier. But it looks like Kael'thas is going to start getting away. The Phoenix is out once again. Great Putu is on the chase, and it looks like it's going to be Kael'thas going down. Arcane going down in response. It's now a 3v3, and we're going to have a red Zerg wave pushing down the bottom lane here. This is a big problem, because top lane is already pushed in here for the red team. Can't Create Acronyms is going to have the disengage. But with only 3 players in defense, I don't think they're going to be able to save this bottom keep. They're going to go ahead and clear away that top lane, so they've only got 1 lane to worry about as this Zerg wave is catching the rest of the minions. But this is a pretty scary wave coming in here for the red team. Can't Create Acronyms, still 10 seconds without Imperius, and here comes the full Zerg wave. Will this be a game-ending push? The core is moved onto by the Ultralisks. BMed. There's the Ring of Frost catching 2. Looks like it's Misha going to be going down first. Captain Roberts is absorbing a lot of damage, but the core is already down to 40%. Rexar is down as well, 25% on the core. The Zerg wave is too healthy, and Bloodbath and Beyond pick up the game win and the series domination. GG. All right, team. That's the series. Bloodbath and Beyond going up 2-0 and taking the series there on Braxis Holdout. There's a lot of back and forth in those fights. It really went both ways, but ultimately the aggressive Merc camp timings, the constant pressure, and getting those 2 early forts really snowballed into the late game. You saw the experience there, just from passive experience, cresting over 5,000 for the red team, really keeping them in that game. Yeah. Very, very cool.